Okay, folks, let's do some YouTube comments and questions. I did a video on explaining the diesel regen mystery, and at Hassan 7865 said, found that 17 to 1800 RPMs is the sweet spot to run the tractor after warm up and shut down idle for regens, and regens will be far apart. Try it and you'll be amazed. What amazes me is that at Hassan 7865 does a idling warm up and shutdown. Very nice. The tractor will tractor will appreciate it and last forever that way. So good for him. And did one on I was talking about a DK 4520, and it was a sale, but it spurred this person to ask a question. Tim Taylor, engineer, said, does higher RPM on a hydrostat tractor improve the tractor's ability to climb hills in the mid or high range, or are hydrostat tractors, regardless of horsepower, struggle to climb steep hills in general in mid or high? Well, yes, you need RPMs, and if you're doing any kind of exertion work, whether it's tilling or going up a hill, the RPMs need to be set at where they should be, and that is, generally speaking, at the PTO number. Most of our tractors are around 2,400 to 2,600 RPMs, but it'll be marked on the tachometer. Really, that's where they need to be run. And as far as not making it up a hill to your satisfaction, if it still doesn't do it with the RPMs, set where they should be, then it's a matter of horsepower. Clearly a 60 horsepower tractor will go up a steep hill better than a 24 horsepower tractor, if all things are equal. But, thank you for the question. I was talking about your new tractor has arrived, now what? And I threw out a blanket statement, and I shouldn't have. I warned everybody not to use those drum drop tanks that their grandpa used to put fuel in a modern engine, because modern engines are not easily contaminated, but they will not run if they are contaminated. So if there's rust in the tank or debris or dead bugs or whatever, the tractor will not run. So I said, hand carry your fuel. And this person correctly said, you'd be remiss on those tanks. A lot of farmers and ranchers still use them today and well into the future, or that will into the future. But the same meaning. And you're right. If you're a farmer or rancher and you're using a tank and you're going through, every other day fill-ups with this tank, that tank's getting emptied and filled, and it's probably in decent shape if it's not old and nasty. So, yeah, blanket statements are generally never good. So, bad me. Oh, I was talking about things I learned by breaking stuff. It was a guy that took his tractor through deep water, and the air cleaner, sucked water into the engine and ruined the engine. And it said, can you offer a snorkel kit on the Pick 5 next time you have a sale? It's Daniel Davis, 8633. Kind of funny, but not kind of funny for that guy. And here's something that is just cool. At Dan Little 1021, by far the best coyote maintenance video I found on YouTube. Thank you, from New Zealand. How cool is that? People from New Zealand. And I don't know why that amazes me. They have computers and they have internet service and stuff like that. But watching American videos on American tractors, that's kind of cool. So thank you, Dan Little. Geez, that's nice. Let's go to, here we go. We will go from New Zealand to Portugal. At LMR 1975, I own a CX 2510 with a manual transmission. This is in response to a video I did, some love for the often ignored manual transmission. Not too many hydrostat transmission here in Portugal I could see how easy it is to work with the loader, which I have, although unlike in the US, it's not a brand combo. It's from another brand, as it is much cheaper. And even so, it's already very expensive. It takes a little adaptation and much more clutch use, but I'll manage. I'm just not sure if my transmission is synchronized, as it scratches when I switch gears in movement. How cool is that, Portugal? CX2510 is a CX2510, whether it's in Portugal or here in Middle Tennessee. And yes, that is a synchronized transmission. So if it scratches, I don't know why. Perhaps your dealer needs to take a look at it. But how cool is that from Portugal? Thank you. Wow, man, that's just awesome. Gail Rutland, 6508, oftentimes commenter, which I truly appreciate. It was about, let's see, the NS Series walk around. Oh, it's the first one I had Zach Goodwin do. He presented the tractor and did a real nice walk around. He's the sales manager for the company. LMAO Mike, that end shot with the dog reminds me so much of a Mad Magazine ad. Boy, now you're dating yourself, because I know what Mad Magazine is. Somewhat more threatening to the dog. I was trying to get folks to subscribe using sympathy, and I got a few subscribers out of that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. At David Hosmer, 1424, watching me cut the lawn reminds me of watching a maintenance crew cut the tiny bit of grass at a Wendy's restaurant. They could cut it in 10 minutes with a 21-inch mower, but no, they unload a 60 stand-on. They cut 20 feet, spin around 20 feet and spin. They waste more time unloading and reloading. And that's probably true. But I would hope that professional crew is then headed with the same equipment to a large plot of land. And, it seems silly on that little plot, but, I kind of get it. And finally, at Dirt Guy 6537, we are having, and we still are, a CK3520 SE factory overstock. Coyote called and said, you want to buy a whole load, it's many loads, 65 tractors. And so I made a video, and they're very nicely priced. He says, you guys don't mess around. What a great deal. No wonder you're the #1 dealer. Well, thank you, Dirt Guy 6537. I want to do something for the next time I do, when I read comments, and I'd like to offer you something if you write in and if you comment, and it's something that I use, something that's helpful to everybody and is interesting to everybody. I'm going to send you a t-shirt. The new t-shirts are in, and I'm going to pause for a minute, and I'm going to go get one to show you. I'll have Travis model the new t-shirt. Show the folks a new t-shirt. We've got the Larry Stokes in Nashville logo on the front, and everybody's favorite on the back. Orange tractors matter. So make a comment, make it interesting for everybody, and if I use your comment, I'll send you a t-shirt, and that would be pretty awesome. So let's do that. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.